scary story for you. I was walking home from a party one night. Now, at this party, we were kind of having a lot of excessive drinking. Probably a little excessive toking too. I was toking, some people were drinking. It was a pretty good evening altogether. I usually don't mix, but sometimes you just got to enjoy life a little. And so I did. I was walking home. I could keenly feel something behind me, just watching me. I kind of just ignored it for a while, and I started walking and walking and walking. And I could start to hear walking behind me. And it wasn't my footsteps just echoing. I would walk, and these footsteps would almost try to chase the sound of my footsteps. But not too much. Just so I would notice, but not catch it at first. I turned around, and I noticed nothing. More than nothing. So I kept walking. I was getting close to my home, but I had this distinct feeling that maybe I shouldn't go home yet. Whatever was following me was curious to where I lived and was making me feel very aware of it. So I continued walking and it continued following. I turned around. Who is following me? There is no answer. I never found out who was following me though. Because when I shouted out who is following me, all I heard was running. Opposite direction. And so I began heading back home. The next night, I was coming home from university course. Physics, if you're wondering. I was feeling quite famished. And for some reason, I felt something wet fall on my hands. My head. Not my hands, my head. Sorry. I wiped it off with my hands. It was sticky and clear. I looked up and somebody jacking off on top of my head. Look up, nobody there. Not a single person. Not even a bird. Not like I got pooped on or anything like that. It was just, weird ass shit. Walked home. Had a shower. I noticed I had a large rash where I wiped off the substance. It was on my hands too, so there was a rash on my there was a rash on my hands. And I ended up having to go to the doctors. They just prescribed cortisone. It was fine. It went away on its own. It wasn't like some eldritch horror level rash. I did get did a few checks and, no diseases or anything like that. They just said be more careful when you're going out and don't wipe stuff off with your bare hands so you don't, you keep the rash localized. Good advice. Well, had to take a break from school that day because, hospital trips and all of that. And so, I'm walking home, and I start feeling, I look behind me, and there's this creature, okay? I can't explain it. It's not really. I don't really want to call it creature because it looked humanoid enough, but it was a shadow. You know those stories about the shadow peoples, right? Well, it was kind of like that, and well, anyways, it's been following me home ever since. Anybody know how to get rid of a shadow person following you? Because I don't. Anyways, be careful out there, guys. There's demons.